What up, beautiful people? I think I got everything. My mic. My mouse. My drink. My camera. Ooh, my hair. Till I've been outside, it's windy out there. Kind of look like a hot mess. Oops. Put you here. Facey bookie. Facey bookie. Eyes aren't even blue tonight. Copy. Group. Yay. Chair. Oh, my hair. It's gonna drive me crazy. Alrighty then. Maybe I did hit it. I don't know. I think I shared it. So how is you? How is everybody's? Let's pop out the old chatteroony. Pop out chat. We got one watching. Aren't we popular? Of course, I knew when the sun would still be out at 6, it'd be a little slow starting. Maybe it's time to switch to soda. Oh, man, that tastes so good. So how is everybody? We just had a storm. It was sunny, so I can't complain. We had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of sun, maybe a little more. Got some stuff done. Hey, Miss Lippy. Hey, Mr. Dave Northwater. Have faith. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, I most definitely have faith. But yeah, we just had a storm. It blew through pretty quickly. I don't know which direction it's going, so if it's going toward you, I'm sorry. It's probably going to build and be, heavy. But I did get some things done. I mixed up some soil to heal up my potatoes, and I transplanted a flower that was given to me, a snapdragon. So that was pretty cool. And I did the wheelbarrow. I got the wheelbarrow thing kind of set up yesterday, but in between the rainstorm. So, because it's been raining so much for like the last 7 days. So, we're up to 4th. Yeah, I know it'll take a minute because I would say it's still sunny outside. Well, it's still daylight, we'll put it that way. Under tornado watch until 10, and having heavy rain until 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Yeah, that's the way it was. We was under a tornado watch last night, and it stormed, and then the sun came out, and then it stormed today. Hey, finally happening. Hey, Lynn, how you doing from Thomas Farmoki? But Yeah, we were under tornado watch, I think until 11 last night. And I was sitting there in the garage, and all of a sudden the storm moved through. And I'm like, so I got up. At first I thought it was the washing machine. And I'm like, nope, that's rain. Hey, Katie, She Moved Mountains, how you doing? We got to 82, windy and sunny. We got to 79, so I'm not complaining. It was kind of nice for a few hours. I'm not sure how many, but it was a few. And I got to play in the dirt, or soil. For the most part, I just sat underneath the patio at the patio table, and we had a nice breeze going. And I cooked some Earl Campbell's, they're like sausage links, the big round ones, kind of like a bratwurst but different. Hey, Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm. So I grilled some Earl Campbell's and some hot dogs up, and I had that for I don't know, a late lunch, early dinner. Hey, Dan is the man at 420. How are you doing, brother? Doing all right. Hope you're well and the rain dries up soon for you. Me too. My tennis shoes are red. My socks are white. And of course in the morning I walk out to the greenhouse to unzip it, or I try to remember to do that. It was like, not today, what was it, yesterday? I think it was almost like 98 before I got out there and got it open. We woke up to a dirty mess, major plumbing problems, gloves, hazmat suit, and nose clamps to get it fixed. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Lippy. I'm doing great. Have you heard what's happening in Cali? No, I haven't, Dan. What's happening in Cali? I'm almost afraid to ask. I just glanced through Facebook, and I'm very choosy of what I watch on YouTube right now. And for the most part, the only thing I do with my phone is play a game or record. Too much jambalaya? Is that even a thing? It is so muddy. We're getting stuck in the driveway. Can't hardly get out to feed the animals. Another storm tonight. Same here. We just had one. And the ground, we've gotten so much rain that it can't even absorb it. So the ground is like, even in the grass, it's kind of, how does Amy put it? Sloshy. It's definitely sloshy. I took off my socks last night when I took my shoes off, and my socks were stained red from the dye from my tennis shoes because my feet were just soaked. Last night, guys in the hazmat suit went into a house yesterday, told them that they were with the coronavirus control, and they robbed their house when they let them in. Don't let anyone in a hazmat suit in. Wow, that's messed up. It has been raining here all day, majority of this year, but now tomorrow it's gonna snow. I'm sorry. Patrol won't go knocking at your door. No, they won't. That is messed up. They happened to my friend's daughter. Oh wow. I don't know what's going on with this world. It just blows my mind. I mean, seriously. I don't know. I'm grounded. I have a pre-existing condition, so my daughter says I can't go nowhere. Just warning you guys so you don't let anyone in hazmat mask suits who knocks on your door. Yeah, I think that would be kind of dangerous in Texas. Most of us have firearms. Don't even answer your door to anyone. I usually don't. Of course, I live in a really small town. Kind of 20,000, I think-ish. Oh, let's just for giggles. Let's see what my population is. Saginaw, Texas. I guess if I learn to spell. population. 23,000, so yeah. Hey, Instant Shop, how you doing, Henry? Oh yeah, I'm good. I have a pink 9mm over there, and my roommate has like a bunch, and my kids have a few. My neighbors have guns. My other neighbors have guns. This is Texas. Very dangerous here for sure. We had camera at all doors. They agreed. Yeah, no joke. They should add 10 years to the corona crimes. Yes, they should, Dan. Getting bad. I gotta go eat. Might be back. Much love. All right, Dan. You be safe out there. Take it easy and enjoy your meal. Our population is 3,400. LOL. Next biggest 2,500. That's our city. Yeah, but Teresa, you gotta remember, even though I'm only 23,000 in my town, I'm 5 minutes away from Fort Worth, and Fort Worth population I think is like a million or something. I look, Amy, know you're live. Oh, okay, I appreciate it, Henry. She should know, but she might be busy. I know Brett's kind of hurt his back, so she's been doing double duty. You too, Dan. But yeah, I've kind of been just here. Of course, that's usually where I'm at anyway. Population here 1,497. Wow. I can't say I've never lived in a town that small, because I have. When me and my first husband lived in Missouri, we lived in a little town called Braggadocia. I think it has a 4-way stop, a post office, and a gas station, and maybe one restaurant. Yeah, Henry, he's kind of MIA. He hurt his back the other day, and you gotta watch with them back injuries, you know. They don't play. You can feel that when you breathe. That cup ain't leaking. That'd be a sad story. But we have 2,086 population. Yeah, see, so it's like I live in a big city compared to some of y'all. But I mean, really, I kind of do, because I'm 5 minutes away from Fort Worth. I mean, yes, Miss Amy, you are late. You're grounded. I'm just playing. You know I love you. I wish I was in a more rural area at the moment. We're in a small, let's see, what does it say? I love being in a rural area. We are out in the country too, on top of being in a small town. That really makes it better. Hey, Grandma, so happy. How are you doing? Oh, I'm always welcome there. Yeah. You know, you ever get that land next to you? Put me a little she shed on there. I'd be on like Donkey Kong, I'm just saying. Right now I would say feeling claustrophobic. Too many people. But I don't get out much, so it's all good. Our largest town is 7 miles from us. It's 130,000, yeah. So that's why I am, Miss Lippy. Fort Worth is like 1 million, though. And we gotta... Even though the population's small, there's so many of us little towns that are around the big ones. In fact, some of the little ones have become kind of big, like Arlington and Irving, and South Lake and stuff like that. But between Dallas and Fort Worth, there's like almost 8 million people, if it isn't at 8 million already. The town I grew up in had 99 people. Now they moved the boundaries and built up so much. Farmland is bigger now. Yeah. I can't say that the place that I spent a lot of years at. They had a tornado in 2006, and they've kind of seems like they've shrunk. I do love living in a small town. One awesome thing about living in a small town, when you go to like a grocery store, you can get what you want and get home without it taking an hour. You can go to a restaurant without having to sit for 30 minutes just waiting for a table. There's a lot to be said about living in a small town. Pray for her major hospital here. They are taking 3 from each unit and putting it into the virus floor. If no one offers, they will pick. So she is not sure if it's her or not. Oh, wow. I will definitely keep y'all in my prayers. Grandma's so happy. Hey, Barrett, how you feeling, brother? How's the back? Plus, find out my niece is nurse. They do not have proper masks for virus. They are doubling up for surgery. She can't wait for the new mask to come. I imagine so. Daughter-in-law. Thank you, Amy. Normally I would have got that, but it's been, I don't know, it's been a week, I guess. But that's why I love Amy. She knows what trips me up without me even having to say anything. She just knows me. It's like, oh, she don't know what that means. Let me help her. Oh, my hair is just, I don't know. The wind was blowing heavy here, so my hair is just like, and then allergies are going. I understand Bonnie talk. They both work in my state. One hospital is 20 minutes from me. I got you covered. That's why I love you, Amy. Lord knows I need all the coverage I can get. I think my hair poked my eyeball. Yay, she loves me too. Amy, how big can an elderberry tree, bush, plant get on the average? Now, I know you got some giants on your property, but because I was thinking about moving it in that one spot that's in between the arbor and the trellis and the beds, that little square, if my goji berry doesn't sprout. But then I got to thinking it might get too tall and it might be too hard to move. Oh, and y'all, I've got strawberry blooms, not strawberries, but the flowers all over my little strawberry patch. And my green onions, I have one green onion that is 2 foot 8 inches tall, 8 to 10 feet tall, but you can trim it in the fall to keep it shorter. Okay, cool. So if I plant it there, I'd have to stay on it and not let it get gargantuan. I don't know, maybe I'll just find another spot for it, but it's doing really good in the bucket. But I gave it some rabbit manure. I've only got a 50-pound bag left, and I'm trying to hoard it, and that way I can make a rabbit manure and compost tea. Just trim it once a year. I don't know. Gibbs was talking about getting rid of the pine tree, or the pecan tree. I don't think the pecan tree does very well, though. I don't think it's very good anyway. We have ours in 25-gallon buckets. I do have I have 2 25-gallon buckets, Miss Lippy, but both of them have my potatoes in it. I still have snow in my front yard, and we're getting a snowstorm coming our way again. Can't wait until we see things growing hunky rich. Yes, ma'am. I can't wait for you to do that either. It helps the soul. Texted you a pic of one of our elderberries. Okay, thanks, Brett. I'll have to look. Brett, do you have my new number? Amy, did you ever give it to him? Oh yeah, you can grow them in buckets. You can grow just about almost anything in buckets. Almost. If it don't quit raining, we may have everything in 5-gallon buckets. No joke, Teresa. I was telling Megan this morning I'm gonna have to look into getting a boat. Yep, you can grow them in buckets, but gotta be big enough. Yeah. Right now I've got it in a 5-gallon bucket, but I really need to get it into a bigger one. Drive around to some farms. They sometimes give you salt quick buckets. They are 25-gallon. I had to find a farm first. A lot of ours are disappearing and turning into suburbia. Like when I first moved here and I'd take my daughter to school, on the way, it was like 15 miles one way. There were little farms that had, cows and horses, and that's starting to disappear. And apartments are growing up. Driving around. Oh yeah, I read that one. Horse farms. I'll have to do some research and see if I can find one. Teresa, those big Salt Lake buckets. Hey, Miss Patty from Southern Blessed Homestead, how are you doing? I had some colored water today. That's our inside joke. That's how it is here. We have a bunch of those buckets. I need a few. And I don't know, Amy, you're going to say, well, come get them. Yes, ma'am. Doing good. Fantastic. I'm doing good, too. We just had a rainstorm. Racetrack. Do we have one of those? No. The only track I'm near is Texas Motor Speedway. But we have to have some because of the stockyards and stuff. And the land that is too wet to build on, they bring in dirt to build homes on the soil. Not sure how good that's going to be. Right? No kidding. I'll make some calls and see if I can get another stack of them. Then you can come get them. I knew they were going to be. Then you could come get them. It's coming, Amy. It really is. A trip to Louisiana is somewhere in my future. Maybe not immediate, but it's there. I promise you that. I've been there at Texas Motor Speedway. Yep. I have too, Miss Patty. The traffic is a nightmare. Amy is bribing you to come visit. Yes, Teresa. She's been doing that. She's been dropping major hints for a while. Like, since October. And that's only because I was there in September. But I do love it there. I love I call it Broussard Lake. They call it a pond, but it's a lake. Oh, sorry, Mac. It's been raining here also. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any place that it's not raining. Then you should have extra chew cans for seed starters. I would love for you to come visit, but I would never want to put your health in jeopardy. Yeah, Megan won't let me go nowhere. Well, I say that. I did get to go to Taco Bell yesterday through the drive-thru. Hey, J and C's Oregon Homestead. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. The Gnome Show. One of these days, I'm going to get some land, and I'm going to name it the Gnomestead. I'm just saying. It's going to happen. I would... My yard is soaking wet sponge. Yeah. Yeah. I almost need a life preserver to get to my greenhouse. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen my ground. especially over there by some of the beds, because by August it's cracking and splitting. It's been a while since I've seen it so saturated that it can't even, the water won't even absorb. It's just sitting there. And the fire ants. Oh my goodness, the fire ants. We got a few sprinkles here today. We got an actual storm. I mean, it came down hard for like 20 minutes, maybe 30. You're just doing JC? Or I should say JNC. And I told Megan, I said, yeah, we're going to have to trade the truck in for a boat because nothing is draining. Glad I don't have fire ants. I've either killed them or made them mad so they moved out of my garden beds. 3 fire ant hills. Well, actually, I take that back. 2 of the hills were almost kind of one big one, but they were kind of divided a little bit by that one bed that I built. It's 8 inches tall here, and then it drops down to 6. Well, right in the middle of that drop off, I have a board to keep the wood from, expanding with the weight of the soil, with the weight of the soil. So there was like ant hill or ant bed there, and then there was one on the outside, and then there was an ant hill in the U-shaped bed that I have. Hey, Paul, how you doing, brother? I'm at background at work, working. Sorry to hear that, man. Well, then again, because, yeah, I know you're supposed to be here by now. But glad you have a job to work. I know some people don't right now. Definitely scary times. Definitely. We sent our ants to Hades with boiling water. Miss Lippy, that's exactly what I did. I took your advice, and I got 2 big, what do you call them, spaghetti pans? The pot you make spaghetti in. And I had them both going at the same time. And I took it a step further. I don't know if it helped or not, but I put cayenne pepper and and hot sauce in the pans of water as I was boiling it. You talk about opening up the sinuses. And then I take one at a time and pour it on the fire ants. And, I did that about 8 times for each mound, maybe 10. And the next day, there were no fire ants in that spot. So I either boiled them or I sent them back to Hades. That they were no longer in that spot. But I have to kind of keep watching because I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds. And they can easily move from bed to bed. And I'd like to make sure that if they're in the yard, then fine, I'll put poison on them. But I can't do that if they're in my bed, So you added a little nitrogen to your soil also. Yeah. Well, I've already, basically, that bed already had nitrogen because of, I just filled that bed. I just made it. Hey, Langford, how you doing? I just posted a public service announcement about ordering the medical mask. Please share. If the medical community runs out, they might not treat us. True that. Definitely share that out. I am good and well. I'm loving the way your camper's coming out, by the way. One of these days when I get, money, lots of it, I want you to build me one. Or at least buy the plans from you to make one. Because I think they're pretty nifty. But I got a little truck. Well, it's not quite little, but it's not full size either. It's a Ford Heritage. It's like a junior F-150. But it's not like a little truck. Like the mid-size. Thank you. See, Amy gets me. It's a mid-size truck. It's not like a normal size, and it's not a tiny one. I've had some tiny ones. Loves you too, Amy. Everyone who sings and dances in the garden, put thumbs up. I was doing a jig today. I don't know about doing a jig, but I was weed eating. Or weeding. Not weed eating. I was weeding my garden. It's bigger than a Ranger, Dave. Northwater. Not a whole lot bigger, but it is bigger than a Ranger, but smaller than a regular F-150. Thank you. That truck will pull one. The big blue one I built is being pulled by a Honda Fit 4-cycle. Yeah, because mine's a 6-cylinder. Weed eating. Yes. There you go, Brett. I can see Abby's eyes rolling in her head right now. Thanks. I needed that. I would have sank down to the other side if I got in the garden. Some places I almost did. I mean, my feet were literally sloshing. My socks right now are wet. Hey, Pizza Little Homestead, how are you doing? Man, you ain't never late. You right on time. Think my neighbors think I'm crazy sometimes. Oh, my neighbors know I'm crazy. I announce it. Yep, Abby, I roll. Yeah. These campers weigh less than 900 pounds and have a tongue weight of less than 140 pounds. That is, like, awesome. So how much do you sell those for, Mr. Langford? I'm dying to know. I didn't even know you could build that until I found your channel that one day. Hey, Miss Patty, the tinkerer's wife. I have to go and spread the word about the medical mask. All right, Mr. Langford, you have a good one. And please do. And my prayers are with you. I announce it. Too funny. Oh, I do. I announce it to the rooftops. Here comes the crazy one. Y'all have met, well, most of y'all have met me. You know I'm crazy for real. A lot sometimes hits the editing floor. Y'all ever watch your own videos and go, ooh, I can't put that out. That's way too crazy. Sometimes I do that. I hope you all are not getting all this rain. Pete, I'm getting more rain than I know what to do with. In fact, is there anybody not getting rain? That's what I'd like to know. For friends, I just charge about $1,500 for labor plus material, so you can have one for cheap. It's $2K. Sweet. I'm going to keep that in mind, brother. Sunshine here. I almost asked a dumb question. I was going to ask you where you're from, but it's in the title of your name. Sunshine in Portland. Well, okay, it did shine for a couple hours here, but it rained. It stormed last night. It rained this morning, and it stormed this afternoon. So even with the sun, we're still getting it. Yeah, rainy Oregon isn't getting rain. You know why? Because Oregon said, no, we're tired of this, and they just kind of pushed it out to the rest of the country. So now we're getting the rain every day. You can pay as you go as long as I know you. See you later. I think I love you, Mr. Langford. I have to see how I have to divide that by like 12 and see what the payments come up and add some interest with that. Because my truck will pull that. And, ooh, I could park that on Amy's land. If Amy and Brett are still in here. You need to go check out M. Langford's channel. Because he builds them, it's kind of like them teardrop campers. He builds those. And they're nice. I like them. Gotta go and finish putting in a hot water heater. Ours went out later, y'all. Alright, Mac. I'll keep y'all in my prayers. And hope you get that fixed and that bites. Who? What? Brett. If you scroll up, you'll see M. Langford. He builds teardrop campers. Well, they're kind of teardrop. They're awesome. You should check them out. Yeah. I appreciate it, Mac. I really do. You just don't know. It makes my day when people come in and say hi. I'm messing with you, Rach. You keep it up, Brett. You and your old back gonna need me for hard labor. Thanks, Miss Lippy. I mean, he does awesome work. I mean, he really does. I've been watching him, so maybe I could learn. Oh, Amy, definitely, I will. Because, you know, he knows he needs that. Like my oxygen-deprived self can do a whole lot. I'm officially in the Blue Cup Club. Yay, go Pete. I still want to be in the Pink Club. The Pink Cup Club. Miss Teresa. You probably don't have my name down though, but I do want one of those cups. Just so you know. I'm saying, what else was it? I know there was something else I was either going to show y'all or tell y'all. You don't even have to chase him right now. He can't run. He's elderly. Hey now, Amy. I'm older than he is, so be careful with that elderly stuff. That's low, Reggie, but I guess that's to be expected, Shorty. Well, you know, I really can't throw too high, Brett. But I think I'm, 2 years older than Brett? Maybe 3? But I bet you I can run faster than he can today. But he's walking like he needs a nursing home. Yeah. But I'm sure that won't last forever. He might not be able to chase me today, but he'll catch me tomorrow. That's what I have to. I feel older than I am sometimes. And sometimes I do too. But it doesn't keep me from acting like I'm juvenile or a kid, so to speak. My daughter gets on to me all the time. And who's the adult in this relationship? I said, not me. I'm done adulting. I feel older than I am all the time, right? But you can't let that stop you. Nope. You just gotta keep on keeping on. What is it? Y'all ever watch Finding Nemo with Dory? What you gotta do? Just keep swimming. That's what goes in my head, like, constantly. You know. I have issues. Yes, just keep swimming. Keep on chugging. Yep, like the choo-choo. What was the name of that book? The Engine That Could. I think I can. Yeah, some days it's like that when you're trying to get up and your bones aren't wanting to move, your knees and your ankles. It's like, I think I can. And then you finally do it, and it's just like, yay, I have made it to the other room. Hey, having the homestead, is it Jesse or Joey? My back and hips. Mine's my knees and my ankles. And my shoulder. Yay, Katie's back. Well, I'm still here, LOL. I'm trying to edit quick. I'm done finally. I got quite a few I have to put together. It's both of us. Yay! Twice the love. Yep. So we can pick on Brett all he wants to, but he'll get better, and then I have to be careful because then he'll chase me down. Of course, I'm so short I can just run past him. Not alone. You know what? That's one thing about all this is normally you dart between the legs. I have done that. Seriously, no joke. I have longer strides. Yeah, that's true. But you'd be surprised how fast I can run when I'm scared. Chores, chores, chores. LOL. We good at that, no doubt. That long stride doesn't do you a bit of good if I'm scared. I outran my first ex-husband, and he was 6'4" and all legs, and I beat him twice. Only twice, but I've beaten him twice. Both times I was scared out of my mind, so because our car broke down on the other side of the levee in the rain, and I went chasing after Dad's van because he didn't stop. I didn't know the van was too heavy, and he was afraid it was going to sink in the gumbo mud. So I just started taking off running and almost got the van. And then there was one other time. So sometimes that longer stride don't help you. Sometimes it does. Well, 90% of the time it does. Especially like if you're walking with a tall person, like in Walmart or a store, and they're making them long strides, and you're having to take 3 steps to every one they make. Yeah, that's my world. My boys walk such long strides I can't keep up. My tallest son is 6'2". Right, Grandma, so happy. Just run like more like Forrest. Run, Forrest, run. I'm trying to keep up with my hip. That's the way it was with my ex. Something in my chair sticking me in my leg. I was always having to ask my hubby to slow down. After a while, I quit asking. I just wait until he was about 20 feet in front of me, and he stopped and turned around and looked, and I wasn't there. I'm like, you figure it out. I'm 5 foot. My legs don't. Oh, how are you? I thought you said, how tall are you? But my son is like 5'11". If you see me run, you run because it's something really bad. Yeah. That's the way I am. If you see me running, it is never foggy here, but right now I can't see my neighbor's house. Pete, because the temperature is changing dramatically. Usually. Means you got a storm coming, more than likely. Is that Buddy on the same channel? I'm lost. Must be Buddy. That's what I was thinking too. Doing okay, struggling some with all this a bit. Loneliness on top of social distancing, not fun. Yeah, and it's like I never really ever wanted to go anywhere until I was told I couldn't. Told him to take a back seat. I love you, Miss Lippy. Same here, Miss Patty. That was actually kind of funny, buddy. I'm just saying. Yeah, Miss Patty, it does. So, like, most of the time I'm happy just being in my room or in my garden. But now, all of a sudden, I want to, like, I can't go to Atwoods. I can't go to Home Depot. I can't go to Lowe's. I can't go to Russell's Feed Store. I can't go to Tractor Supply. I imagine, Miss Patty. Oops, try again. Late. Been on the phone with work. Hello, wonderful people. Hello, Mr. Buddy. How are you doing? Are you staying out of trouble? Somehow I'm thinking not, but you know I love you, though. Miss Patty, virtual hug. It's the best I can do. But I love you. And you're never alone because you have all of us. Because sometimes it just, I know, it sucks kind of being locked at home. You can't go to my house. You can't go to your house. I stay in trouble, but only with Miss Lippy. That I can believe. My garden is my favorite place, though. Old lady across the street with dementia keeps forgetting we are quarantined. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I guess that would be hard on somebody with dementia or any kind of memory loss. That and people who were like, I saw a meme that said somebody, can you imagine somebody who's been camping for the last couple of weeks that had no communication and they come back to this? I'm like, yeah, that would be messed up. Think I'd turn around and go back to camping. I can rent out my daughter to y'all. She will make y'all laugh and laugh. We just need to get over this mess first, right? Y'all make this whole thing a lot easier. Yes, ma'am. And you make it easier for us, too. But as long as we stay together. We have our internet videos and our Marco Polos and our text messages and sold, I figure. Hey, wait a minute now. The couch is mine, Amy. Don't you forget. I'm just playing. Hey, Josh. How you doing, brother? Hello, friends. I'm in the greenhouse repotting up 50 tomato plants. I'm listening. Oh, Miss Patty, I wish I was in your greenhouse potting up your tomato plants with you. I've got several I need to do, too. But my greenhouse is kind of too small for me to sit in, and with all the rain. I have 2 couches. Yes, ma'am, you do. I just pick it anyway. You know I'd sleep on the floor in a pallet. I don't care. I did mine last night. I've done some, but I need to do more. I kind of like do it in between storms and heat. She could have fun on a road trip, Amy. Road trips are fun. So is everything going crazy around you too, Josh? I know they're kind of going crazy here. But I still have food, and I still have a few rolls of toilet paper left, so. Today, my daughter was baking something for a video. The recipe said, round Rachel. Well, I'm definitely round. If this rain would ever stop, I'm hoping to work out in the yard some, so maybe I won't be so round. Alright, Miss Patty. We're here if you need us. Just so you know. The creepy map bubbles are closing in on us. That's one way of putting it, Brett. I got colored water. Actually, we do have water. We have 1 case of water. But I'm still drinking tea. Does anybody have any mullein they can send me? M-U-L-L-I-E-N, mullein? Wouldn't want Brett's work right now. No, me neither. I want some mullein. I have oregano, and I have sage, and I have, was it parsley or thyme? Something I want to make a tea out of for, you know, lungs, because my lungs are crap. Sloppy Joes. Oh, that sounds so good. I actually love Sloppy Joes. Have you ever taken Sloppy Joes and put it into macaroni and cheese and made your own, like, hamburger helper? That stuff is good. Yep, sure is. Shelves empty. People fighting in the supermarkets, even the garden centers have been cleaned out of seeds and seedlings. Yeah, that's about the way it is here too, Josh. I don't have any, but I'd like to try it. It grows in the wild. I did and dry it now. Is it better to dry it to make tea out of it, or can you dry it fresh, or make tea out of it fresh? I'll stick it between the pages of the ball book. Sweet Miss Lippy, I love you. You know you're like one of my heroes, right? Just saying. Just so you know. You and Buddy. I ate that Earl Campbell sausage and now I have heartburn. Yeah, Teresa, I knew it grew wild there because I remember Lee saying something about it now. I wish it grew wild here. Don't forget and look in the book. Oh, I will definitely look in the book. I'll be reading that book from cover to cover when I first get it. It's sorry to hear that, but probably better than being at work for you doing this. Right. You should receive it by Monday. Sweet. Hey, Overlook Valley. Is it Mark or Sarah, or both? How are you doing? Maybe if I quit drinking soda, I wouldn't have so much heartburn. And I need to make some more tea. I have just a little bit left. Sarah, we're good. Hope everyone is doing okay. A little stir crazy, but okay. Got everything we need. If the rain would just stop and I could work in my garden, y'all, I was about that close to planting everything today. Hey, 79 degrees, sunny, the wind blowing. All right, Amy. And I was so tempted to just say, forget it, plant everything. And then I looked at the 10-day forecast. And tomorrow morning's supposed to be 41. And I'm like, and that's why you're waiting. Blueberry tea, that sounds good. Do you make it yourself, Grandma So Happy? Or did you already buy blueberry tea? Because, see, I love tea. I can drink it probably a gallon a day by myself. I love tea. I love soda, too. But I do love tea. And I've been thinking about doing flavors. No, someone gave it to me. Well, that's still cool. But I've been thinking about, different flavors of tea and stuff like that. And the healthy tea, like the green tea. I heard the green tea don't taste as good, though. Even though I've never had it, so I don't think I have. I would love to learn how to make it right. I think what you'd have to do is take dehydrated blueberries and then take your tea leaves and then put them in one of those little round metal thingies or a tea bag if you have that. And yeah. Ooh. I wonder what strawberry tea would taste like. That's kind of a wild thought. Don't it? I mean, basically you could take any dehydrated fruit and steep it in your tea and have that flavor, right? That's what I'm thinking. See? Strawberry tea is good. It sounds like it would be. Any kind of... You need to drink dried mulberry leaves for tea. Probably. Will it help with lung function, Miss Lippy? I would drink that, and I'm not a tea drinker. But it sounds good, don't it? Strawberry tea. My favorite is peach iced tea. See, if peach is good and blueberry is good, Strawberry would be too, wouldn't it? At least you'd think. And I've had peach tea, and I do like peach tea. I've never had blueberry tea, but I think that would be good too. I'm just thinking of all kinds of different flavors. Blackberry is good also. Never had blackberry either. Well, I've had it, but not as a tea. My daughter loves, I think it's ginger tea or something. But she likes ginger. I'm not that big on it. Getting all kinds of notifications. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. My hair. It's right at that point where it still tickles my bangs. Or my forehead. My belly doesn't like ginger. I just don't care for ginger too much. Not it. I'm not big on ginger ale or any of that. I just found out we have a mulberry trees here. When you talk about mulberry tea, is that the leaves off the trees? I'm wanting to say yes, but Miss Lippy would be the one to answer that one for us. I put raw ginger in my water. I need to start doing that. Ginger and turmeric and stuff like that. I stepped away. What is mulberry leaf tea for Lippy? Miss Lippy was talking about mulberry tea, and we were asking if it was the leaves off the tree. I can just see it now. Miss Lippy can send me a box full of leaves. The post office will be like, what is this? It's just leaves, man. It's just leaves. I promise. I can't get comfortable. I have a pine tree and a pecan tree, and then a bunch of crap trees. I guess when I was young, we had one in our yard. I wish I could remember. Never knew they were here in our state. My grandkids eat all the mulberries as soon as they ripen. I imagine those are good. Silkworm food, those mulberry leaves. I think it's the fruit on the mulberry. So I don't know. We air graft off the main every year. I'm trying to plant the yard up with them trees. That would be great. Miss Lippy, is it the leaves or the berries that you make the tea out of for mulberry? Me and Grandma So Happy was curious. The leaves. See, there you go. And what medical properties does it have? Because I'm sure it has some. Because I was thinking I was reading that or saw a video on it or something. I'm not even sure. Was this the same shirt I wore last week? I was like, it got hot, so I had to take off my t-shirt and put on my muscle shirt. I say hot. It was 79. But it was hot-ish. Before the storm. I could tell it was coming because the temperature dropped pretty quickly. It's like, ooh, I better get up and close the greenhouse. So I can just go and pick the leaves off, dry them. I'm excited. I know someone 90 miles away who has one in their yard. They eat the berries, but I could get the leaves. Lowers blood sugars, fights back cholesterol, and study shows probiotic. Oh, we need all of that. Well, I'm not sure if I have a cholesterol problem, but I'm sure I have a sugar problem. An unidentified sugar problem. It's hereditary. But yeah, Grandma's So Happy. I guess that would work out for you. I will be checking that out. What do you think? See, that's why I look up to her. She's my hero because she knows things. She's a plethora of knowledge. Okay, spring, hurry up and come on, right? Is a demon in many. It's silent till it gets mad. Yeah, well, it kind of runs rampant in my family. And so there are certain things I try to be aware of, if you know what I'm saying. So, what's next? What do we talk about next? Ooh, I forgot to try my carrots today because you remember I fermented all that stuff. I have a baby mulberry tree. Taking notes again. Exactly. I'm always taking notes with Miss Lippy. I need to infuse it in me, right? But you know, if you put it in things like tea and you like to drink tea, that would be a great way to get, the things your body needs into your body easily or easily. I'm not sure if that's a word. If it ain't, I just made it up. At least my knee's doing better. I had made it angry last week, or at the beginning of, I think it was like Sunday. You know you're getting old when you hurt your knee getting out of bed. Fast growing 7 foot a year. Wow. That's crazy. I don't know if we have any around here or not. Of course, I'm not very good at identifying a whole bunch of different trees and stuff. I know pine, I know pecan, and I know oak. And then we have a bunch of weed trees in my area, like along the fence line, the ones I've been trying to chop up all winter. That it's in my starting to get into our power lines that shades my garden so much. So I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I should have had Megan pick me up some beets. That is something. Well, I agree. Yeah, I mean, 7 feet in a year, that's a lot. For just about anything. I'll text you a pic of my first one. It's 6 years old. How tall is that one if it grew 7 foot in a year? Now, Amy, there's a lot of things that are taller than me. You know, like elderberry and even, okay, some grapevine trees are taller than I am. About 40 foot. Wow. See, that's crazy tall. Trying to picture that. I think we've got a couple tall trees, but one of these days I'd like to go to California and see the redwoods. Of course, it's like some people say they go and the redwoods make them feel small. Well, I already feel small, so how's that going to make me feel? That grows like a butterfly bush. They grow about 12 feet a year. That's amazing, too. See, maybe that's why I didn't grow so much, because all this other stuff is growing so many feet per year. I didn't get any of it. You will be a mouse, Rachel, in those big trees. I know, right? Probably more like a beetle or firefly. Because I think I'd be more like a firefly. A mouse would still be too big. I just took a pet consent to you. Thank you, Miss Lippy. I will definitely check that out after my live. But I imagine, it would be to stand next to one of those redwoods would definitely be mind blowing. It'd be an experience, and I'd like to. I know when Roots and Refuge went up in there, they said that, you really couldn't even get phone service. See, that's not fair because Amy gets to look at it first. I don't get to look at it for like another 35 so minutes. So overly when Sarah, is Mark awake? I need to call him. So we have some old, like 80-plus-year-old old oaks. They are very tall and huge. I can imagine. Oh, I love oak trees. They're pretty. I would love to plant one, except I have a cottonwood tree that already shades too much of our backyard. It's hard to find a place for gardens with a septic. Yeah, see, if I lived there, that cottonwood would have to go. Cottonwood messes with my breathing. It did my grandmother, too. Not as bad as it did her, but it still messes with mine a wee bit. He can't sleep. Does he have insomnia? I fight that sometimes. In fact, here lately I've been sleeping in shifts. I go to sleep about midnight, get up at 5:30 to go get my daughter from work, and then I come back home and goof around till about 7, and I go back to sleep, and then wake up, 9 or 10. So it's not healthy, but it's what I've been doing. But it's cools the summer and a half. Our yard is shade. 3,000 to take it down. Ugh. Yeah. I know when my grandma bought her land, she had like 6 or 7 of them. And there for the longest, she'd just stay in the house. And my grandpa, he paid to have some cut down, and then he cut some down himself. Local beekeeper just called and asked if I wanted to start swapping honey for quail eggs. Excited. Yay! Congratulations, Miss Teresa. Leaves are just coming in, and it's covered with buds. It's normal. Your time clock is adjusting. Yeah. No, we worked in the gardens today, and he just can't settle down. Well, Miss Sarah, the garden makes you happy, and when you're happy, it's hard to sleep. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I hope you're right, Miss Olivia. I was just, internal clock trying to figure itself out. Because I know it's not good to sleep in. I don't know. I used to sleep in shifts like that before, but it was a little different. I got off at work at 3 a.m. I'd get home about 4 a.m. I'd have to wake up at 7 to get my kids to school. And then once I got them to school and come back home, I'd sleep till like noon or 1. Bye, y'all. I gotta go give the baby goat her bottle. God bless you all. Alright, Josh. Kiss that baby goat on the nose for me. And be safe, and God bless, and take care. And thanks for stopping by. But in fact, it's kind of warm in here. Let's see what the temperature is. I know it cooled off right before that storm hit. This weather, dude. 66. It feels warmer than that in here. But it did get up to 79. It's supposed to hit 83 by Wednesday. So that's crazy. We're already starting to get into the 80s. Yeah, I mean, it was windy here too. Like, the little sun visors, like the kind of like mini blinds for your patio, and they were blowing like crazy, and some of the things were blowing around the yard. I've got a question for y'all. What one veggie could you eat every day that you grow? That depends. See, now if it was just that veggie and that veggie alone, I don't know, maybe zucchini and tomatoes, yeah. Because peppers, I mean, now they're good for seasoning and they're good for stuffing. Oh, I didn't even think about green beans. See, Miss Teresa's smart. I don't know. I'd have to think about that because those are some good choices. But maybe zucchini because you make bread out of it. You can make spaghetti noodles out of it. You can make pizza out of it, like the pizza boats that Nathan makes. And, zucchini is kind of versatile. Radishes and zucchini. A great filler, yeah. But if you had to eat it every day, it'd have to be, something that you could really be versatile with. Because peppers, I mean, you can stuff them and you can make powder out of them and you can pickle them and dehydrate them. But you really just don't want to eat them by themselves, I don't think. But a tomato you can eat by itself. A zucchini you can eat by itself. You could really have a sweet tooth and just grow melons. I think I got a splinter. Carrots, that'd be a good one. Squash, green beans as my backup. I'm doing different kinds of squash. No melons for me. Why not, Amy? Oh, that's right. You don't like watermelon. But what about cantaloupe? I forgot you didn't like watermelon because you got a bad one when you were a kid. Yeah, I think I got it. Nope, maybe not. I got to get another trellis so I eat cantaloupe. I eat greens and lettuce every day. I don't eat it every day, but close. But I really would like to start eating, or growing it every day. But I'm not sure if I can keep it from bolting. Because it does get hot here. But I meant to transplant some today and plant some. And just, I don't know, it's going to be such a hot year. And I mean, it's going to be. Because it was warm too quick. So this summer is just going to be unbearable. Mark doesn't like watermelon either. You don't like candied watermelon. I don't think she likes any watermelon, Katie. Even the flavor, because it reminds her of when she got sick. Right, Miss Lippy? I hear my puppy. She wasn't in my room when I started my live. She was in there with my daughter. No watermelon, no flavors of watermelon. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Hang on just a second. Xena, baby. There you are. I was wondering, huh? Did you miss Mama? Hey, Miss Amy, did you think about getting the Kajari melons or the tiger melons? I don't think I've ever had watermelon rind preserves. I don't think I have. To my puppies, huh? You a good girl. She almost caught a squirrel today. That squirrel was running all through my garden beds, and she was chasing that sucker right on out. I'd never eaten them, so I don't know if I'd like them. I hate to, but I've got to go rest. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy and has a great evening. You too, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by, and you, Mark, take it easy. Got a funny story about that. Someone reminded me on our live tomorrow. Now, Miss Lippy, I was supposed to remind you of something on your live, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was I was supposed to remind you of. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? How are you doing on this wet Thursday? What are you doing, doggy? Well, don't ask me. I done forgot. See, I did too. Amy, I was Marco Poloing, so I didn't have a pen and a paper. I wish I would have. Actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago I was supposed to remind her. What you getting? What you getting?
I'm going to the store.
I know that. You got a jacket on. So what you getting? What you getting?
I'm just going to go up to the racetrack. You want to drink?
Uh-huh.
Let's see the card.
Uh-huh. Can I have a bag of chips or something?
Of course.
Like the, the Ruffles, but they're...
The cheddar sour cream?
Yeah, cheddar sour cream. Thank you. You're so smart. I knew there was a reason I gave birth to you. I'm doing all right. We are self-quarantined, and this is the first day of all 4 of us have been home together since this all started. Wow. Well, my roommate, he's a school bus driver, and my daughter, she works for a convenience store, so she still works. But other than that, we've been pretty much quarantined. I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I haven't been to Walmart in, I don't know, a week, maybe. Yeah. Like I said, I went through Taco Bell drive-thru yesterday. But that's about it. Well, occasionally I go to racetrack, but that's usually with Megan, or when I'm picking Megan up from work. And I'll go in, and they have a no refill policy. So even if you get a new cup, they'll charge you for a refill, you know, if you let them know. And so I go in and I get my refill, and I go straight, I let Megan know I'm there, and I go straight to my truck. And then I hand sanitize it. Haven't been to Walmart or anywhere, but I had to go to work. Exactly, Teresa. Well, I worked on Monday, but I work cleaning somebody's house that they really don't stay in, so I'll probably have to run to Walmart tomorrow, but not looking forward to it. Don't want my hubby going out. He's high risk, which is why we self-quarantine. See, I'm high risk, so that's why my daughter grounded me. She told me, nope, you can't go nowhere unless it's coming to get me from work. And then, like I said, I run in, get my soda, let her know I'm there, and then I go back to my truck. Hey, yo holo 79. That's my son-in-law for those of you I don't know. Lurking. Oh my God, I had something to say to that and I can't think of it. I have only been out one time in the last 2 weeks. My daughter has been doing all the running. My daughter and son-in-law have been going to the store like Walmart and whatnot. Like I said, I cleaned the house Monday, but I ain't come in contact with anybody but 2 cats. And that's about it. We had to console the teenager because she was upset her boyfriend can't come over. Oh, wow. Yeah. I bet you it feels like the end of the world to her right now. I grounded my mom too. Yeah, Katie, that's what Megan told me. She goes, you're grounded. You can't go nowhere. And I'm like, ah. And she goes, sorry. Okay. I think I finally got that splinter. Yeah, I don't feel it poking no more. But yeah, they've been going on soda runs or whatever, and food runs, you know, if we want something like a bag of chips or something. But even those runs have been cut by 80%. It helps that we have land, so I've been able to go out and hang out with the chickens, even with the rooster, even if the rooster is mean. So here it wouldn't do any good. It's been raining so much. Anytime it's not raining, I've been trying to be outside just because, y'all, I was literally walking from my spiral to the patio to get my gloves or something, and the sun kind of hit me and the wind blew, and I just kind of went, ugh, and just stood there for a minute and soaked it in, because, you know, it was nice to have sun hitting your face. The weather cleared up for a bit, so I enjoyed the sunset out in the garden. Been storming and raining most of the day. It's been raining here for the last 7 days. Let me repeat that for you. It's rained every day here for the last 7 days. 7. The ground is soaked. But anytime that I've been able, like in between the rain showers, I'll go out and open up my greenhouse and check my babies. And I'll walk by and pick a, we call a weed here and there. It's a muddy mess here too. Yeah, I mean, my socks are red because my tennis shoes are red and the dye is leaching onto my socks. But I seriously thought about, I've been trying to make another garden bed. I got a phone call. Blessings, everyone. All right, Miss Lippy, I love you, and I will see you later. I planted some plants in the mud, and my boots got stuck. I saw that, Amy. I was going to say something about that. What did you plant? I know, was it your peppers? But I saw your little footprints. I seriously thought about but doing a little in-ground section near my my garden beds, like back there in between the fence and the garden beds, and adding maybe like 2 rows of like maybe okra or something. That way I have some stuff that's in the ground, not just in the beds too. Of course, I'm not sure how well it'll do. Our soil's not the best, but I could turn it over with a shovel. Kind of like tilling it up a little bit and throw in some blood meal or bone meal or something. I seriously thought I was going to lose my chicken boots in the mud today, not even joking. I wish I had some of them boots. That'd be nice. I know the other day it was raining so much I got my cowboy boots, cowgirl boots, whatever you call them, and I put them on, and they worked for a little while, but about after an hour of walking back and forth, they were getting soaked too. And the thing is right before all this rain started, I had just mowed the yard. Guess what I get to do when the rain finally stops? Mow the yard. Because that stuff is just as tall as it was the day last Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. But it's crazy. I mowed today. Amy, that don't surprise me. I could see you mowing in the rain. See, if I did that right now with that little push mower I got, it would probably shoot water out the side. I love my boots. You should get some. I have the yellow chicken slaughters. Yeah, I really want a pair. I just haven't got me a pair yet, but I need to. Because, mud. Hell, fire ants. That might help with those a little bit. Haven't rain here in a few days, but still muddy. Yeah, that's because we're getting so much rain. But I think it's rained every single day, even if it was just a sprinkle. I have mowed in the rain before. I could see you doing it, serious. You or Brett. Need to get you like a little umbrella for your riding lawnmower. That would be funny. That would make a great thumbnail, wouldn't it? It rained here for a few days, though. I actually been nice to have rain. Yeah. And I know come May or June and July and August, we're going to want this rain back. We need to mow, but Hubs isn't getting out to do it. Last thing he wants to do and to do is get his John Deere stuck. No joke. Brett can't mow right now. The vibration from the mower hurts his back. I didn't even think about that. I figured it almost kind of massage it as long as you didn't hit no potholes. Or little, hard dips. But yeah, if it's hurting that bad, I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe he needs to soak like in a Epsom salt in a tub. I'm not sure if that'd help or not. So I guess a massage wouldn't even do any good. That would make it angry. Brett is disabled right now, can't do anything. Wife's orders. Yes, ma'am. I don't blame you there. Vibration makes his back worse. Does massaging make it worse too? Because I mean, that'd be almost just no relief. And that's not good. Of course, that'd be kind of... And the only problem with soaking your back or something like that, once you get in the tub, it's so hard to get out of it. It's when you're hurting that bad. I know, no, massage is okay. Just no sudden movements. Because, I mean, that would really be bad. You'd probably get a heating pad, or you'd probably been laying on a heating pad. I know I would be. I need to get one. I can finally bend my knee again, so I'm happy. As long as I do it slow, I'm good. Can use heat, but no ice. He's weird. Man, the massage sounds amazing right now. I know, don't it, though? I just like to get my back popped. Because, yeah. I was leaning over that wheelbarrow for too long, and then I pulled some weeds out of the garden beds, which were easy, but I also pulled some out of the spiral garden, and the bottom of the spiral garden is actually like in ground, so it's kind of hard to pull those weeds. Yeah, I've had my knees dislocated, and I tore something in my right knee on the inside. I don't know what, but something ripped. I can't remember what they said it was, but I've aggravated it, and it's angry. It's been angry all week, but I can finally bend it again, so, which is good. But I dislocated the right one, and then the left one, I had a dog back in, what was it? 05, I think it was. He was a boxer, and his head was pretty big, and he was coming. I had opened up the door to let him in, and I was going out as he was coming in, and his head hit my kneecap and made my kneecap angry. I went to the doctor, and they told me to stay off of it and put a brace on it, and gave me steroids and some other stuff, and yeah. And if you don't let that stuff heal right, it never does. But I have hand problems. I have carpal tunnel in both hands. Plantar fasciitis in both feet or both ankles. Both my knees are bad, my shoulder's bad. Other than that, though, I'm golden. Kind of, sort of. But I just kind of, like when I'm doing garden work and if something's hurting, I just kind of nurse it but keep going, just do what you can. Because to me, there's no better medicine than being out in the sun or the fresh air. I had tendonitis since I was 18, arthritis in both knees since my youngest was born. She turns 12 this year. My youngest turned 20 in February. My oldest will be 30 in November. But I've had carpal tunnel at least for 20 years. I even had it when I was pregnant with my daughter. I got a little too much sun today. It was hot. Yeah, I thought I was starting to get a little. That's why I keep rubbing my shoulder. I thought it was kind of sunburned a little bit, but I don't think it's got too red. But you can definitely feel the there. I mean, after you can tell like the beginning of the year from like middle of the year, or you know what I'm saying, like June. You can be outside in the yard for like 3 or 4 hours, nothing. But boy, come like, you know, like in March or April when you're not used to it, about an hour in, you start feeling it. It's like, oh, I need some lotion. Or a sun hat. That everybody keeps telling me I need to wear. But I thought I was getting a little bit on my shoulders today, but I'm like, I'm good. Because I was mixing that wheelbarrow up. I have lost my tan from last year. Oh, I haven't. Now, it's lighter than it was, let's say October. It's definitely lighter, but I haven't lost it. I don't know. Can you... I still have my tan. I'm back to being white. Yeah, not me. I'm still tannish. I'm lighter than I was like in October, but I'm still tannish. But I got real dark last year. I mean, especially this side, because you know you get your driver's arm, and then being outside in the garden. My dad always said I was born with a tan. I guess he's right. I'm Hispanic. I don't know, my daughter's a quarter Hispanic, and she's whiter than I am. But that's because she avoids the sun like the plague. She doesn't go outside unless she has to. In fact, there have been times that me and her have been at the counter, and the person behind the counter will look, because we look a lot alike, but I'm so much darker than she is. And they'll say something like, you spend a lot of time outside? And Megan will interject, yes, she spends a lot of time outside. They're like, oh, okay. I'm Aztec, as you can get. I'm really white, like white as rice. Us Northers are extra white. See, Katie, that's kind of how Megan looks. She looks extra white. Well, maybe not so much her face, but the rest of her. I have permanent socks. Because your feet are so white. Now, if you look at my feet, because my feet get, like, they get 1% sun. But right now I don't have any good flip-flops, because my dog ate my flip-flop last year. Had 2 pairs. And she ate the left shoe on one pair and the right shoe on the other pair. And them 2 flip-flops look nothing alike, so it's not like I can, you know, I think without a tan I might glow in the black light. That's funny, Amy. When I played ball, I had the best tan lines, I imagine. I might burn it. It just depends. If I'm not careful, I can get a pretty good burn. But if I take it slow, I'll get dark enough where I won't even sunburn anymore. Which I'm not complaining. That's kind of good. Don't you hate that? And it wouldn't be so bad, but she ate one. It was a different style flip-flop than the other, so I can't even wear the 2 flip-flops together because you can clearly look at them. But the right shoe's good and the left shoe's good. She just ate the other ones. I have crazy tan lines. I burn them tan. I'm so fair. Yeah, I usually just tan unless I really mess up and I'm out there too long the first go around. Yes, I hate that. It drives me insane. And it was just my flip-flops. I think she started to chew one of my tennis shoes, but then she quit. But she loves my flip-flops. Guard your eyes, Richard. People with blue eyes have to be careful. Why's that? Because the sun? Gotta get the burn first, then great tan. Yep. It's like I have a hair in my eye. Speaking of blue eyes. That is what the eye doctor told us. Yes, the sun. I was doomed to have blue eyes. My mama has blue eyes and my daddy does too. I know my mom tans. I'm not so sure about my dad. I never knew that I have blue eyes. I didn't know that either, but yeah, you kind of if you're out in the sun a lot, you kind of have to be careful anyway. We are blue-eyed people here too. Yay! If I understood it correctly, if I remember correctly, it is blue eyes are a mutation, and it was first generated. It happened in the Spaniards were the first ones to have blue eyes, if I remember right. My hubby is as white as they come and has the prettiest eyes. I was really hoping the girls would get his eyes, but no, they have beautiful brown eyes. My daughter had really dark blue eyes when she was born, but they're kind of a grayish blue now. I wear sunglasses all the time. I used to, but then I needed regular glasses. And regular glasses and sunglasses don't mix. But thinking about it, I should just get a pair of sunglasses, because half the time I'm in the garden, I'm not wearing my regular glasses either. Even at night. Yeah, that one song, I wear my sunglasses at night. I don't know why that song popped in my head. But there are sunglasses that will go over your glasses. Yeah. I just don't like them. I had a pair that clipped on, and I lost them because my glasses are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of weird. See? But I can't see nothing with them on. That's why I don't wear them. The only time I wear them is when I drive, or if I'm watching TV that 1 hour a week. Mine are full-on glasses that flip over top. There's a place, America's Choice or something like that, that you can get a pair of prescription sunglasses and a pair of regular glasses, and I've been tempted to go do that for like $70. I found a pair at Walmart that fit over my glasses, a full pair. I actually love them. That is cool. I kind of always like those ones that kind of just, the sunglasses that kind of wrap around your head. Yes, Miss Patty, America's Best. My daughter got her glasses from there. So did my son. That's how I found out about it. But he keeps losing his. But I like to get I had a prescription pair that I had gotten at Walmart, but man, it took 2 months to get them things, and they cost like $250. They were expensive, but they were pretty. I loved them. I can't get mine there anymore with my eye issues. What eye issues do you have? Hey, Legacy Home and Garden, how are you doing? I just got on and what we'll be talking about. Gardening, tans, and sunglasses. And blue eyes. That's because of the sunglasses and the sun. Because I have astigmatisms in both eyes. I really like to get surgery. You know, that LASIK surgery. Funny, I got the short sleeve tan today. I was so hot. That's why I'm wearing the sleeveless. I have a pucker in my macula. The sight in my right eye is distorted by it. Oh, yeah, that sounds like it would complicate things. Can you, would that stop you from getting LASIK surgery, just by curiosity? See double all the time. Oh, that would drive me insane. Of course, that would be a short drive. We both know that. I was supposed to get glasses with prisms in them, but they have to wait due to the mess out there. Yeah, that kind of bites. Legacy Home and Garden, you just barely made it. We got 3 more minutes. I won't get LASIK surgery. I get the pucker fix first, if I can be, and then the cataracts repaired. They put lenses in the eye to repair vision when they do that. Wow. I just want to get LASIK. I just want to be able to where I don't have to wear glasses anymore. What you have been doing to keep busy during the quarantine? Me? Not a whole lot, because of the rain. Whenever the rain stopped, then I'm outside. I did drill a couple holes in that wheelbarrow that I got, and put in some gravel and laid some gardening soil or potting soil, but I don't have enough to actually fill it up, so I didn't plant anything there yet. I used to want LASIK. I have worn glasses for 54 years. I've wanted it for, I don't know, maybe 05 or something, but I was kind of scared of it. But I know some people who have just told me I used my data already. But I know somebody who's had it done, and I really like to have it done, especially now that it's getting cheaper and cheaper. But it's still going to have to wait, because I don't have that kind of money yet. Right. Well, I still need the exam to make sure I even can get it, because not everybody can get it. And I do have astigmatism in both eyes. And I did scratch this one, I don't know, years ago, with a hair. And every time it go to heal, it had this fibroid tissue, the way she described it to me. She goes, like when you break a bone and you get the calcium deposits over it, that's what my eye did. Yay, soda. Yay, chips. Yay, card.
Rooster's here. Yeah, he is that animal.
Yeah.
The other one.
Gotta love my kid. What did you do in your garden so far this week? I did the wheelbarrow. I topped off my potatoes. And I pulled weeds, because apparently weeds are growing like crazy. And I looked at my strawberry flowers, because they're blooming. And that made me happy. And I measured my green onions. Why? Because they're 2 foot 8 inches long. I think I'm too old to get LASIK now. That's what they might tell me, at least. No. In fact, the younger you are, you might have to have it redone later on. Supplies are laid in. Yeah. I plant cherry tomatoes, zucchini, green beans, pole beans, amarine, cucumbers, cayenne peppers, and jalapenos. See, I almost planted everything. But then I decided to wait till Saturday. And Saturday, I'm going to plant everything. My sunflowers are poking up. I'm so stoked. I never grew them before. That is so awesome. Oh, wow. It is time to go, people. It is 7:46. Broussard Homestead goes on at 8. So I always had that 15-minute intermission. Thank you. My cucumbers are off the chain. Mine are doing good, but need to be transplanted soon. But it's been a blast. I hope everybody stays safe. I will keep everybody in my prayers. Keep me in y'all's prayers. And I will see you at the Broussards, or I will see you at your live, or next week, or I will see you soon. How's that? I love you and God bless. Not everybody. Well, if I can hit that X.